Hey guys, it's Bro WACK, and a couple months ago I did make a video talking about how to improve your aim on console, and it seemed like you guys really enjoyed that video and helped out a lot of people. It's probably my most popular Overwatch video up to date. But recently Blizzard did add the custom game feature where it allows players just to tweak around a bunch more settings to the point where you can still do the traditional on a bot method, but even do a different way to improve your accuracy, a new and improved way and I did want to make a video just showing you guys the traditional on a bot method, but even this new and improved way, because that old video, it's kind of irrelevant at this point because you can't follow it step by step to create an on a bot training method. So I did want to just make an updated video to help you guys out, because that's just something I try to do with my YouTube channel, whether it's in real life or it's just giving you guys girl advice, or in this case give you guys Overwatch tips. I just try to help you guys out, just improve yourself as a person, as a player, whatever it could be, because I just like reading you guys' comments, just seeing you guys just improve as a player, whether it's in SR, whether it's in accuracy, and I feel like just improving your aim on console, because it's a little bit harder to aim on console versus how PC has that versatile mouse movement. But if you do improve your aim on console, bruh, it's gonna help out a bunch. And just doing this little training bot method, it can help out a whole lot, because after doing this for months and months, I definitely saw an improvement of my accuracy. And I'm not the greatest Overwatch player just because I do this method, but I definitely just improved myself as a player to the point where I can safely say that if I just do this every single day, and I just do it with multiple characters, I feel like I could just get a good feel with them. So let's get right into the video. There's a lot of settings to tweak around, but a lot of improvements to come after just doing this over and over again. So before we even get started, I just gotta say that this Reaper glitch and the Diva home glitch is gotta be one of the funniest glitches ever. So getting back to the video, so beforehand what you would do, you would just go to the custom games tab right here on the play screen, where you don't have that tab anymore. So it's kind of hidden away. You have to go into arcade and you have to go to create a game. Now this is going to be a little bit complicated if you don't continuously do this if this is your first time doing it, so just watch carefully, just go along with me. So we're going to show you guys how to do the Anabot method, just the traditional way that I've always done it. So just straight away, go to add to AI, which is in the corner right there, go to Ana, go to the count, just add 6. You can add more, but I just always just do 6. Go to team 2 right here, and then just add them with the X button, or I think it's square on the PlayStation 4. So there you see we added the Anabots. That's pretty simple. Now this is where things get a little bit complicated, and if you just continuously do this over and over again, you'll just get pretty good at it. So these first 2 tabs, President Lobby, don't mess with those. You're not going to be changing any settings with those. Just go straight to modes. First, go to all. So right here, you want to just go to respawn time and just change it to 5%. The reason for that is that you just want the Anabots just to continuously coming through. Once you kill them, you just want them back to where you're going to be chilling at. So right here, also, if you're going to be playing on a map like Kings Row or Hollywood, I'm going to be using Kings Row as an example because I just always do that. Since Kings Row is an assault escort map, I want that to be turned off because I don't want there to be an objective where the Anabots can capture the point and just ruin this whole entire thing. And then turn skirmish on, because that way you're just able to practice your headshots. So now that we got modes out of the way, we're going to go straight to maps. Turn all the maps off, but then you're going to go down all the way to skirmish maps, and you're going to change Kings Row to on, since that's going to be the only map that you want to go on. Again, you can't play a map like Hollywood, or if you're going to be playing a map like Volskaya Industry, you're going to want to turn the 2 CP maps off and then just turn the skirmish mode off. But in this example, just go with Kings Row. That's the map I always go. And here is also another complicated part. So what you want to do is just go down to general, and then go down to receive headshots only, since you're going to be playing against Anabots. And then another simple way to just ensure that you're going to get one-shot kills, because what you're trying to just practice here is your headshots. You're not really trying to practice your body shots, your flashbang. You just want to improve your headshots. So what I'm going to be doing is just turning damage dealt all the way up to 500%. I know it's a little bit overkill, but that just ensures that I get a one-shot kill every single time. And the way that Anabots work is that they can't get headshots, so you're not going to be receiving any damages since it is going to be headshots only. But since you're going to be playing a certain hero other than Ana, you're going to be getting only headshots, and you're going to be getting one-shot kills, and that's what you're trying to be practicing. So that is literally all of the settings that you have to choose. Make sure the right-hand side just follows everything: modes, the maps, the heroes. The only thing that might be different is probably the maps, but if you just followed my exact same tips, it should work, and it should look something like this. So if you did all the settings correctly, you should load load up King's Row on Skirmish. And again, this is to help improve your headshot accuracy. So the hero I always like to go with is going to be McCree. You can literally choose any hero that can get a headshot, excluding Zarya and Ana, but I always just go with McCree because he's less forgiving when you do miss your shot. If compared to like a Soldier 76, if you just hold down the right trigger, you can probably hope that a bullet is going to be connecting. At least with McCree, you have to be accurate with every single shot, and this is where it's just crucial just to help improve your headshot accuracy. What you're trying to do is just train your hand muscles, train your brain to always go for the head, and you're going to see that I'm just getting insta kills, and you're not really, what you're just trying to do is just connect with the head. That's the main point of this drill. You're not trying to be throwing flashbangs everywhere, not trying to be combat rolling. What you want just to train your brain to do is just always go for the head, and that's what you're seeing right here. This is just the traditional Anabot method that I showed you guys in the last video. Nothing really changed other than just a few settings, but the same drill, the same just training applies into this. You're just trying to aim for the head, and you're gonna see right here that I'm failing a little bit, but again, this is just a perfect warm-up. I do this every time I go into, before I go into quick play, before I go in competitive, I just load this game mode, this drill up before I go and do anything, because I just want to warm up my hands. I know that sounds so silly and that you really don't need any of that, but there you see right there that I can't flashbang them, I can't just fan the hammer, or I can't even use my ultimate. Again, this whole entire drill is just to help you practice just aiming for the head, and again, you can literally use this training for any type of hero. I just chose McCree because he's way less forgiving when you do miss a shot. So now I'm going to show you guys just the new and improved way to improve your headshot accuracy, or just improve your aim other than just against Anabots, because the reason why you went against Anabots is because they couldn't get headshots. Now you can kind of negate that. So going back to the main screen, visited by Reaper and his big old guns, go back to play, go back to arcade, and create a game. We're kind of going to be setting this up just the same way, just a little few different settings. So here is where things are going to get a little different. So if you wanted to go against maybe just one Anabot, you can't. So just go down to count, and then go down to teams. Add that. Now this is where things can get a little bit spicy. Say you wanted to go play against a Lucio bot, you can do that, and you could add, say, like 2 Lucios, and the reason why this is so good is because Lucio has faster movement speed. It's going to be a lot harder to get a headshot, so you can improve there. And then maybe you wanted to go against, let's say, a Soldier 76. Just set all this to easy. You can set it to a harder, but for right now, you just leave it at easy. Just have one right there, add to team 2, and there we go. So, and then we can add just more. It could really be random, but here are the heroes that you do not want to add. You don't want to add Bastion because he's just going to go into turret form. You don't want to add McCree because you're going to be changing settings to your McCree to the point where this McCree bot can kill you instantly. You don't want to add a Mei because Mei's just going to be putting up a bunch of walls and just kind of ruining this whole thing. Don't add Reaper because he's just going to go in Wraith form and just kind of screw up your aim. He's not the worst hero, but he can teleport to behind you and just all over the place. Just don't add him. Don't add Roadhog because he can hook you and also just create mayhem for the other heroes. I wouldn't add Saber either because she can go invisible, and what you're trying to do is just practice your headshots. Don't add Torbjorn because he can add turrets and just really just cause a ruckus, and you don't want that. You can add Zarya though, maybe just want to add 1 to her, add there. And then maybe for the last one, I think the only other bot is Zenyatta. Unfortunately, they don't have like Pharah and Tracer that you can add because they don't have AIs programmed for them yet. Hopefully they do in the future. There we can add that, and there we have just a diverse list of heroes that we can go against. So same thing, don't mess with these two settings on present and lobby, but here is where things also get a little bit weird and complicated. So again, respawn time, just change that all the way up to 5%. I forgot to mention also, change this to immediately just game start, just so you can hop into the game faster. And again, same thing, escort maps, change that to off if you're going to be playing on King's Row. Skirmish on to on. There are a lot of settings that you need to put on and off that. I just had to write down notes also. Okay, here is where things can get a little bit weird and complicated. So go back to settings, go back to receive headshots only right there, but do not change the damage dealt here. Do not do that. What you're going to be doing is going down to McCree if you're going to be practicing McCree for your headshots. So what you want to do, again, it's going to be a bit of an overkill. Change damage dealt all the way up to 500%. That way you get an instant one-shot kill. Change damage received to 10%. That way you can can live. And then change health again all the way up to 500%. The reason for this is that you can just stay in the game without having to worry about dying. And then same thing, you just change receive headshots on for McCree. What this does is that you have such a big health pool because the enemy teams can still get headshots, but it's negated by all that because you have such big health and it doesn't receive that much damage. Again, oh, and I also forgot the map. So where do we go back? So right here, I forgot to change the map also. Go back there and then go to King's Row right here, change all the settings to off, and then change King's Row to on. That way you can play on King's Row. If you did everything correctly, which there is a lot, unfortunately, I forgot to mention you can't save this. Hopefully Jeff Kaplan adds a feature to where you can't save this, and you can just hop in a game and just hop out. But if you did everything correctly, it should look something like this. So again, if done correctly, you should load up King's Row on Skirmish, and you have to go with McCree since you changed all the settings for him, and you're going to see that I have 1,000 health, and the enemy team is going to be dealing out damage at 10%. The reason why this is new and improved is because beforehand you couldn't change your health and you couldn't change the damage that the enemy team dealt, and you would just be more prone to dying, and you don't want to be dying in a training session. So this allows you just to stay in this training session just a lot more and also train against other hitboxes. And you saw right there that I'm not going to be able to get body shots, but I'm going to be able to get one-shot kills every single time, just like in the Anabot training method. So this is a lot better because one, you're training against other hitboxes, like against Zarya, against Zenyatta, against Lucio. They're going to be moving at a different paces because beforehand you would only be training against Anas, and more than likely you weren't going to be going against 6 Anas in game. So this gives you a bit more, I don't want to say realistic in-game experience, but at least this way you're training against different headshot hitboxes. It's going to be a lot harder to hit the Lucios. The Soldier 76 is just going to be running around. So this allows you just to get a better in-game feel than just against Anabots. And you're seeing right here that I'm not the greatest at getting headshots against these other heroes, and that's because this just came out recently, I think a couple weeks ago, so I still have to be training against these different bots. But again, this is just going to improve your accuracy even more than beforehand, than if you were just training against Anabots. And again, this still can apply to other heroes such as Mei, such as Soldier 76, but the key part about this is that you have to change the settings to that hero. If I were to change to Soldier 76 right now, I wouldn't have 1,000 health rather, and I'll be more prone to dying against these bots. So again, you just have to change the settings to those specific heroes that you want to try to train against, i.e. Tracer, i.e. Mei, i.e. Genji, whoever it could be. So hopefully this video did help, and hopefully this does improve your accuracy, because I know after doing this for months on end, I saw a huge improvement to all my accuracy to all of my heroes. So hopefully this does help, and share this video to anyone that just wants to help improve their accuracy with this new and improved way. Hopefully this video just helps you just get it all the way out of bronze into grandmasters, masters, probably not, let's be honest, but hopefully it just allows you to grind up into different tiers. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I sincerely thank you guys so much for showing my last how to improve your aim so much support, because I really feel like that just got my channel rolling with these Overwatch videos. So more how-to videos with Overwatch, and hopefully just improve your gameplay overall, because I enjoy helping you guys. I sincerely do. I've been doing it my whole entire YouTube life, and hopefully I can continue to do it. So love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for supporting me, and bye.